In the news now is a story that should send everyone with a cell phone's hair standing on end and should have people very concerned, because many of the things that I've spoken of in the past, people make out as if we don't have the technology or that it's not possible. People trust their service providers, they trust the government, they trust many of the services, and the answer is simple: you shouldn't. And I'll give you the reasons why we shouldn't just now in two stories, both on News 24, and I'll quickly run through them. The first one says, exclusive: MTN Vodacom cut off cell phone spies after top cop Kinnear's murder. And it says the Western Cape Anti-Gang Unit Section H, Charl Kinnear, who was gunned down outside his home last month. It's got a picture of him. And then it says, the illegal surveillance of murdered Western Cape top cop Charl Kinnear's cell phone has drawn back the veil on rampant abuse of cell phone tracking technology, which until his death had gone undetected. In the wake of Kinnear's death, both MTN and Vodacom this week moved to cut ties, which means they were involved to cut ties with private operations who had access to secretive cell phone tracking technology believed to have been used by Kinnear's killers. So this means that both MTN and Vodacom become accomplices in the killing of Kinnear. So there's a few things that's being highlighted here. Firstly, that it was illegal surveillance. Secondly, that police were aware of this. Okay, they knew that he was being checked. The next thing is that it's rampant abuse of cell phone tracking technology, which has gone undetected to the date of his death. Okay, and now it says here that both MTN and Vodacom has cut ties with private operators who had access to secretive cell phone tracking technology. People, the cell phone tracking technology has been available for decades, and there's nothing secretive about it. I speak about it openly in my meetings. I tell people what is available and what is not. So you can either believe it or you don't have to believe it. I can tell you a lot more about what is available out there. And let me tell you something, you have zero privacy. It doesn't exist. It was planned this way. This is normal. Intelligence services use the same tracking technology. You can be tracked to within 1.5 meters of where you are at this stage. Now, to go to the other article also related to the senior police officials knew that Charl Kinnear's phone was being tracked 2 weeks before his murder. So senior police officials knew. Anti-Gang Unit Senior Detective Lieutenant Colonel Charl Kinnear was gunned down in front of his Bishop Laver's home on Friday, 18th of September, the date of my birthday. 2 weeks before, the Anti-Gang Unit Detective Charl Kinnear was murdered outside his Bishop Laver's home. The Hawks and SAPS crime intelligence were warned that shadowy cell phone tracking technology was being used to plot his movements. So they were told that this was the case. Kinnear's wife Nicolette confirmed to News 24 that Kinnear himself was made aware that his phone was being monitored on the 5th of September, the same day the Hawks were approached with the information. So the Hawks knew and crime intelligence knew about this. So, two things that you need to take from this. First, your phone can be tracked and monitored and traced even when it's switched off. The second that you need to know is that even when your location is switched off on your phone, that it is still possible for you to be monitored, tracked and traced. So you decide if you want this technology with you and when you want it with you. There is no secret anymore with regards to this. These articles will make it clear. I'll give you a link to these articles in the description below. Please subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon to get notifications for future videos. Thank you very much. Till the next video.